Welcome to Fast Cars, Fast Girls. We are your IndyCar experience. Well, this week we are reviewing the Grand Prix of Portland.
Woo! Season 5, Episode 18, the Portland Race Review.
Oh, it was not a disappointing race.
It really, as just a spectator watching it, it is never really a disappointment because there's always something. Always something.
Always something.
And there was other ways you can be disappointed, but disappointing.
Yeah, no, it was a good race. There were a lot of good battles, a lot of good action.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it never just fell into that lull where nothing happened. Yeah.
It really didn't. Yeah, it didn't have that lull of okay, everybody's kind of hanging out for a little bit, which this feels like a shorter race.
Which is interesting because it's longer than it was the previous two races, more laps.
Yeah. It still feels kind of short.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe that's why there's just isn't that kind of hitting your groove in the middle of the race kind of feel like you'll have at Road America or Long Beach,
True. Very true.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was good. I guess just start from the back because it just leads right into lap 1.
Aw, the perpetual victim of lap 1 at Portland.
Who has said, it's lap 1 of a 90 lap race or whatever, 110 lap race. He gets so frustrated. He started 13th. He finished 27th. Mr. James Hinchcliffe.
I really do think, and I don't know, and I haven't checked, that he actually has been taken out lap 1 at all of the Portland races.
I believe you are correct.
I mean, I'm pretty sure last time he was.
I think 2019 is when he lost his shit about it.
Yeah, because it was the second time. So 2018 it happened, 2019 happened again, and he was like, what the fuck? And 2021 happened, and they interviewed him, and he popped up on the screen, and I just went, oh God, he looks dead inside. Just dead inside when he was like, well, here we are again.
Here we are again.
Yep. Oh, but lap 1. Christ.
So that little kerfluffle collected Castroneves, Power, Hinchcliffe, Askew, and Grosjean.
Yes. Everybody but Hinch got back out on the track.
Yep.
Ultimately, Castroneves was many a lap down. We got back out. So.
But yep.
Yeah.
Starting 24th, finishing 26th for no particular reason. Dalton Kellett.
His car just died.
His car just died at the exact same time that Callum Islet's car died.
Which was so weird. They showed Islet's car and I was like, oh no. And then they showed Kellett's car and I was like, oh, did they? Nope. They're two different areas.
And it was was there contact? Were they close to each other? And then it's no, they just died at the same time.
They just died at the same. Okay. And that was because the AJ Foyt paint was no, Yunkos, Hollinger. We are the ones with the car fuck ups.
Right. Hold my beer.
Exactly. They were oh, your car's out? Oop, must be time for us then.
Time for us. Time for Dalton Kellett's car to stop on the track and no one give a shit.
I know. I was and it was it took them a moment to throw that yellow.
It really did.
No, Dalton, you're going to get caught out again.
Oh, God. So Islet started 9th, which was a great qualifying, but 19th, finished 25th.
Although I will say his car died, they did get him back out for a few laps, so that was nice. I mean, in Yunko's fashion, he went back out. In AJ Foyt fashion, Kellett did not go back out.
Oh no, it was the most Junkas thing ever. I was they're going back out.
Yeah,
they are.
Back out.
I was this team doesn't know how to quit. I love it.
I mean,
I love it.
Ricardo was out there okay, did you lose any parts of the car before we get you back out there? Because I'm going to need it to go pick those up.
Right? Like, we'll buff that out. Don't you worry about it.
Where's that duct tape they were using a few races ago?
That industrial size sheet of duct tape.
Still funny. Still funny to see.
It is. Oh, next up, and this was a great qualifying. Oliver Askew started 9th, unfortunately finished 24th, which I was so sad about because he did so well in qualifications that I was like, this is going to be the best audition for him. He's definitely going to get a ride somewhere next year. Like, this is going to be a great race to showcase his talents, and then just fuckery.
Nope. Yep. Got nailed by Bourdais. And then, boy, it was a little embarrassing because, like, AMR restarted him and he, like, put, and then it, like, stalled. And then they tried to restart him again, and, like, the rest of the field is driving by as Oliver is, like, trying to get the car to go. I was embarrassed for him. Just like, no. And the NBC was right on them. I'm like, just go to commercial.
Right. Like, it made me physically uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go to commercial, please.
I felt the awkwardness. Yes.
Yeah. It was like season 1 of The Office awkward.
Yes. 100%. Oh. Starting 17th, finishing 23rd, Helio Castroneves.
Lap 1 victim. That's my note for him. Lap 1 victim. Got back out, still a victim.
Yep, still a casualty.
Casualty.
Starting 21st, finishing 22nd, Romain Grosjean.
Also a lap 1 victim. Some people say it was his fault. Race control ultimately said no. I don't know. It's lap 1.
There were a couple of factors because, like, Rosenquist also tapped the Ganassi cars.
Yeah, like he tapped. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
And then they almost ran into each other.
I know, the like overhead shot of like the 2 Ganassi cars and Rossi kind of going in the middle of the chicane and just dipping out was a little hysterical. They all went
great. They all were like, nope.
Skirt. Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, they all were like, nah, Ninja. Nah.
Nope, we out. We out.
We're good. We are cool on all of that. Thank you very much. You guys have a nice day. We're
See you all at the end of the race. Surprisingly. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. But yeah, they wanted no part of that. I feel like they were just waiting. I feel like they just had a gentleman's agreement that at the first sign of anything going wrong, we're fucking bailing.
Right? And they're like, you good? You good? Orange whip, orange whip, orange whip. 3 orange whips.
3 orange whips. Yeah. I'm about to dip.
Yep. There's secret radio between those 3. Like, hey, we gotta go. It's time. Operation Dip.
Next
up.
The
next one. Heartbreaker.
Starting 23rd, finishing 21st. Simon Pagenaud.
He's got a lot of the teammate-on-teammate violence this year. That's one willpower, and they did call it on the Simon. It felt more like a racing incident, but okay.
Like, is that necessary?
Right. Like, it does feel hateful.
It just feels hateful.
Yes.
Moving on. Also, we have a lot of drinks this week.
Yeah.
Starting 22nd but finishing 20th is Jimmy Johnson, and as you guys know, we take a drink for every driver that finishes behind Jimmy Johnson. So that's 7 this week.
That's 7. Although they talked about it 14 times. He did not tie his best ever IndyCar finish of 19th. He finished 20th. And they really need to stop talking about that. Just stop it.
It's not something to be proud of.
Just stop it, guys. They're like, oh my God, he might tie his best finish of 19th.
That's not something to be proud of.
That's not a thing. It's just, it's not a thing.
Yeah. No. It's really not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Starting 11th, finishing 19th, Max Chilton.
Hey,
He was mixing it up in quals pretty hard.
He was, and honestly, the last, not like the last couple of laps, but up until they crossed the finish line, he, Bourdais, and VK were like throwing elbows, like trying to go 3 wide a few times, and I was like, gentlemen, I appreciate this, but they've already thrown the checkered flag. Like, please don't take each other out on the last lap. That's embarrassing.
Right? Like we already lived through lap 1, which made us look like a bunch of fucking fools.
Don't do it on the last lap, also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's not bookend this with fuck ups.
No.
No, thank you.
It's like, stop it. Stop it. Through the checkered. I mean, also, you guys are 18th, 17th, or 19th, 18th, and 17th. Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Like, this is not the hill you want to die on, my friend.
No.
Oh. So starting 12th, finishing 18th, Sebastian Bourdais. Starting 25th, just shit qualifying, finishing 17th, Rinus VK.
He had a grid penalty because he had to change his engine after Worldwide Technology Raceway and that crash.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Consistency, started 16th, finished 16th, Connor Daly.
Which, he had a good race. He just got screwed by his last pit stop. They had some issues. Well,
yeah.
Ugh.
Did.
Ugh.
Yeah. Starting 27th, finishing 15th, Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Again, a grid penalty, which is weird that they gave it to them at this race, because typically, well, first of all, I'm going to take a minute here. He had to change his engine because the engine didn't work. I don't know, something happened. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but all right, they get you a penalty. But he actually didn't participate in qualifications because his engine wasn't in. So they gave him a grid penalty even though he didn't. So he was already last in quals. And then they were just like, also, you have to serve your grid penalty. So there you go. Just, I feel like at that point.
The rule is that you serve it at the next race because because
he and Sato both served it on this race.
I mean, that makes no sense. That's basically saying you don't have an extra penalty to serve.
I am with you. I think it's doubly weird that Ryan didn't even do quals and they were still just like, all right, we'll serve your grid penalty. Like, how?
He's already last.
How? He's already last because he didn't even
double last.
You're right. Like, do you have to start in pit lane? Do you what do you have to do?
Yeah.
Very weird.
Race control. Do you want to talk about how fucking long it took them to reorder the cars after lap 1?
After they had like 8 fucking sensors to show them who went where, because they reordered, like, if you didn't cut the course, you were priority 1 in reorganization. If you cut the course, you were priority 2. If you were caught up in the fuckery, you were in priority 3. And so they did group 1, group 2, like boarding a fucking airplane.
Yes.
But somehow, with 14 sensors and clear rules, I think it took them over 20 minutes. We made quesadillas during that yellow.
That yellow was so long that I actually left the room, did my Q2 hour care on both my patients, and came back, and it was still yellow.
Like, how? How is it?
I was like, damn, I could have peed.
Right. Were they doing this by hand at an abacus? Like, why did they show us the graphic of, like, here's all the sensors and here's how they're going to do it, only to wait 40, I don't know how long, but it felt like fucking 40 minutes.
It felt like so long.
It just, what's happening?
Right.
What's happening? Race control, what are you doing?
What the shit?
What the shit? petition to abolish race control.
You don't want to abolish it. You're just somebody in charge of it.
I do want to be in charge of it, and I am here. Give me a call, Roger.
I would love to see you in charge of it. Would love that. Also, quesadillas sound amazing.
They were very good.
I believe it.
I feel like it felt close enough to a nacho that it counted.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Cool.
Oh, it was also announced this week that Ryan Hunter-Reay is officially parting ways with Andretti Autosport. Nothing says.
Yeah,
we really appreciate you. Not wait until the end of the season to announce that. I mean, everybody thinks it's like. I'm sure that Ryan knew it, and it's polite to let them know.
Yes.
It's just when they're all da 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 and all this praise, it's but by the way, don't let the door hit you.
So, bye.
Yeah, bye, bitch. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hadn't been real fun.
It's been real fun. Yeah. Pretty good rumor is that his spot will be taken by Grosjean. So we will see.
Really?
That's a hang your hat on rumor.
I feel like Jack Harvey would fit that a little bit better.
Well, we don't know what's happening. Well, he's gonna go to Real. I'm sad about that. Anyway,
you think
it is not
Real?
Yeah. We'll have a lot of time to talk about this now.
We will. Where do you think Simon's going?
Well, you and I have had this conversation. I think we both know where Simon's going.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Yes. Anyway, we will discuss this in the off season.
I was off air? Yes, we will. Starting 7th, finishing 14th, Pato O'Ward. I chose my fantasy because I thought, well, he won here at Indy Lights. He's familiar with the course. That should play in his favor. I thought wrong.
Well, if you think about it, two reasons. One, he actually had a really good showing, but two things. He's got to work better on his tires, right? He's got to learn the Dixon tires. And also, his car, the engine, I don't know what the fuck it was. All of a sudden on the straightaways, it was broop, no speed.
Yeah.
And so that just screwed him. That screwed him.
It
also,
did.
He was weirdly bumped out by his teammate in the Firestone Fast 6. So that was a weird moment.
Yeah.
I mean, good on, cool Rosenquist, but I was like, what? What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
very interesting.
Yeah.
Rosenquist ain't taking any team orders anymore.
No, he was like, I don't believe that this is Chip Ganassi Racing, so I'm gonna keep going.
I'm gonna do me, bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Frozenquist, yo. Actually, you wouldn't say that. He's Swedish. He'd just be like, okay, and then does his thing. Yeah. The dog's drinking toilet water. I can't. Anyway, let's keep moving on.
Starting 14th, finishing 13th.
And the number 12.
Mr. Willpower.
Did get a little penalty poo for service in a closed pit after the curb level.
That'll happen.
Little penalty poo. It'll happen. Maybe that's why I took. No, that's not my ticket. Race control 14 minutes. No.
Starting 26th, finishing 12th. Takuma Sato.
Up 13 spots, again,
14.
served 14. Started 25th, finished 12th.
26th, finished 12th.
I had 25th down because I looked at BK. Yep. Well, that's why my math was weird. And I was like, 25 minus 12 is 13.
You are correct.
Yes, but anyway.
Or you started 26th, yeah. So yeah, 14 spots.
Surprisingly not the biggest mover.
No. No, he was not, actually. No, he was not. Um, but he did have a good race, of
Like,
course,
but
right on the
still,
tails of it being official that he will not be back with RLL next year.
yeah.
So, which
Maybe.
I think that Sato would just keep driving, like, as long as they would let him. Like, I feel like he would drive into his 60s if he could.
Yeah, no, yes, 100%. He'll be like, I mean, if somebody's gonna let me drive, I'm still gonna drive. So, yeah.
Too bad Penske doesn't have the Acura team in IMSA anymore.
Yeah.
Because he would have been a fun addition, I think.
I think he would have been a fun addition.
And him and Kobayashi.
Whole thing.
Be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Be kind of fun.
Yeah.
He is very fun. He's so animated.
He is. Like, that's the thing, is he's also just a very fun guy.
Oh my gosh. I just remember like how excited and giddy he was at the banquet for
His first
winning the
win.
500.
Yes.
Like he was like genuinely filled with joy.
Yes, and you just felt it being around him too. It was very like contagious in a good way.
It was very contagious. So that's a great way to phrase it. So yeah, I don't see him really getting picked up by anybody. But you know what? I said that about Elio Castroneves too. So
Well,
who the fuck knows? And somebody let Juan in the 500 again. So what do I know?
Well, rumors got Sato going to Dale Coyne, but we'll see.
We shall see.
We shall see. It is what it. Yeah, we'll see. It shakes out when it shakes out.
I feel like Dale Coyne is like, fuck it, why not?
I mean, yeah. And then I was thinking like, Rahal Letterman Lanigan to Dale Coyne, like, okay. Yeah. Speaking of Dale Coyne,
Seabass had some decent wins with Dale Coyne. So
yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, yes. Speaking of Dale Coyne, starting 8th, finishing 11th, Mr. Ed Jones.
Which, I mean, he led laps, so it's not. It doesn't kind of relay that he had a solid, good race, good qualifying. Just towards the end, didn't quite get there.
Yeah. Couldn't quite pull it off without equipment.
Same with the next guy.
Started 5th, is rounding out the top 10, and that, I mean, just the story of Graham's life this year is that where he finishes does not at all reflect how great his race was.
So my boss jokes that every single race Graham says, well, we could have won. And she's like, he says it every race. And then I was like, yes, but with this race, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
He led the most laps. He had a really good strategy on going longer than everybody else when he was trying to pit. His pit stops were great. He had great racecraft. Yep. Everything was good. And then the weird yellow flag that was long for Ilott and Kellett, where everybody else pitted and he didn't, and that
fucked him.
That just fucked, yeah. And that just, then everybody else had pitted, and
I mean, I really thought it was his race up until then.
100%.
I was like, Graham's gonna win this race, and he deserves it. Like, good for him.
Yeah, and it was like his first time in the Firestone Fast 6, like the whole season, which that was a weird stat when they said that. I was like, what? How? Okay, I guess so, but
Yeah.
It was hard.
I really liked him more this year.
He has been better this year.
Yeah.
Dad still has a grudge against them, but that's a whole thing.
That's a whole thing. I'm not even getting into the middle of that. I'm not touching that with 10 football.
Yeah, I just go, okay.
Yep. Nope. Not doing it.
Not doing it.
Starting 15th, finishing 9th, Scott McLaughlin.
Leading laps in IndyCar. It was a solid race for McLaughlin. I believe he was one that I said put some cheddar on. No,
I
I
believe
said
you
put.
did.
Or did I say put cheddar on Ollie? I said put cheddar on Ollie this race,
You
which
did. Yeah, you did.
yeah,
It almost worked out.
you did. But then had that weird issue.
Oh,
Ugh.
yep. Next up, starting 6th, finishing 8th, Colton Herta.
He, eh, I don't know.
Not his best showing.
No, his best showing. Portland's always kind of wonky to him, so. Yeah,
Well, last time he was injured.
Yep.
Which is why he lost the championship in Indy Lights. I don't remember what was injured, if it was like a collarbone or
something.
What it was. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was just not his best.
Not his best show. Yeah.
I mean, he's still in the
had
top 10. Like,
yeah, like okay, he's top 10. And had I seen the video of he and Rossi like going around the track in the pace car beforehand, I'd have been like, don't put money on her.
Rossi's commentary was the fucking best. My favorite was, wow, that was a lot of curb.
Right. Or how many turn-ins does it take for you to find the
apex?
And every now and then, because he had his hand on like the
oh shit bar.
We call it, yeah, the wussy bar. Like every now and then you could just see it kind of tighten.
Oh, that video was solid.
This car's got a lot of power. Yeah, it's got, I forget what he said, like, it's got a dual train front wheel drive, Rossi. Yeah, that has nothing to do with the power. I think I watched that video 5 times in a row.
Rossi slayed me the entire time.
It was a funny video.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. That was fantastic. Yeah. Starting 10th, finishing 7th, Marcus Ericsson.
My sneaky Swede. That's just consistency from Ericsson this whole season. Just solid. It's solid. He's solid. Speaking of sneaky Swede.
No kidding. Started 4th, pushed his own teammate out of his own champion in contention for the championship teammate out of the Fast 6. Started 4th, finished 6th. Frozen Twist.
Just when that happened, we were all just like, what?
I was like, that just happened. Because, of course, I'm watching on my phone, but I've got race control pulled up on the computer screen. And of course, I'm trying not to look, but I see checkered flag, and it's going. I look up, and I just go, the fuck?
Yeah. What? Wait, what?
What just happened?
Your look was like, there are no team orders in McLaren. Yeah.
Every man for himself. We run it down.
Anarchy.
He's looking out for him, so I can respect.
She's looking out for number 1.
Yep, I can respect that. Oh. Our third biggest mover, who bumped up 13 spots, started 18th, finished 5th, Mr. Joseph Newgarden.
You know what? I said those in the championship would be aggressive, and Newgarden was a little aggressive this race. He kind of was doing some stuff.
He was in his head, just be aggressive.
Yes, exactly.
Aggressive.
I feel like he did have that on just a loop.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, maybe I want to make a man out of you from Mulan every now and then, just to mix it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he made hella moves.
Hell yeah.
I like to see that.
It was like old school Joseph making the moves.
It was, and I'm here for it. Next up, who was our biggest mover by 16 damn spots. Started 20th, finished 4th. I at first thought he was caught up in the lap 1 turn 1 kerfluffle, and I was very upset because I was like, damn it, again, Jack is not going to get to finish this race. But it was his teammate, and Oh, Jack had an awesome race.
An I mean, just shy of a podium, biggest mover. Yes. Led laps. Come on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, if
It's
that
a
doesn't
great
show
race.
you that he, deserves to be an IndyCar, I don't know what
Yeah.
will.
I mean, I don't. Rumor is his deal's already done with every,
Yep.
but even it wasn't. This is a great audition. This would have been. This is I'm a call, and maybe we talk about like salary again after this race.
Right.
Like
That would
maybe
be
we need to renegotiate a few things. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. No, great race for him.
Oh, speaking of drinks, we have some consistent drinks too now.
We do.
Oh boy.
So the podium, very consistent.
Yes.
Scott Dixon started third, finished third. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm just drinking water.
I'm drinking white wine, so it's
I
close.
I don't have anything in my house. That's part of it.
Fortunate.
Yeah, I know. This, it's interesting. Sometimes in races, I don't care about pits and it's not enthralling. But this race, about lap 80, they did a good job on the broadcast of talking about like who's going into the pit, when are they going to come out, and are they going to blend out in front of the leaders. And right about 80, it was like a Rossi Dixon Pillow back and forth. That was very fun. Like, oh, they're going to come out on cool tires. Can they stay ahead of them? And they're like, if they do it for three turns, then they're good. And I was like, all right, I'm here for this. Let's watch.
Yeah. That was a great commentary.
It really was. And of course, these three also were in the Nope group.
Yes, they were. Yep. They saw a kerfluffle starting, and they were like, "Not fucking happening. I'm out."
And then they went on to win.
They sure did. So starting second, finishing second,
Yay!
Alexander
Rossi. And it was close. He maybe he could have passed below, but he made a mistake. He dropped a wheel in about the last handful of laps, and couldn't come back from it. Second is fine. I am not sneezing at second, given the rest of this season.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I'm happy with the second.
Facts.
I'm cool. Like, I'm part of the team.
Right. Long Beach is coming up. He loves to win at that race.
Yes! Anyway.
Yeah. And then starting first, his first pole, actually, finishing first, Alex Palou.
Because, like, the pole at Texas...
Yeah, his second pole, technically, but the first pole that he actually drove to earn and didn't just go by points.
Yeah. It was Graham's race, but after Graham kind of took himself out of contention for that strategy call, Polo had it. And it was good in that, like, you weren't just like, well, there's, all right, he's like got a 14, something lead. It was a good lead. Also, he's back number 1 in points again.
Yes, he is.
Hey.
So yeah. It has been Palou's year. I mean, and there have been kerfluffles.
Many
kerfluffles.
They replayed his engine blow up at Indy, which just makes me chuckle because we saw it, and
it was right there.
Getting out of the car and like, not today, Satan.
Oh, he totally was like, I can't. 1 to 10, because I can't.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope. I'm not going to go down like this.
Nope. Can't pull it off with this equipment. Not going to do it.
So it's been a great season to watch him.
It really has. And, still a couple of races. Everything is, way too close. But if he gets it, he definitely deserves it. So
he 100% does.
Yeah.
He does.
All right. Well, that's Portland.
That's Portland,
baby. White flag, what do you got?
Well, As always, you can find us on our website at www.fastcarsfastgirls.com. You can link to all of our social media and to a few podcast hosting sites. Of course, we are available anywhere that you like to listen to podcasts. Just make
Yeah.
sure that you like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Of course, in between episodes, Molly writes a blog, and that is available on the website. Again, that's www.fastcarsfastgirls.com. I mentioned our other social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Yes.
And yeah, my white flag is we gotta fucking do something about turn one.
Yeah.
We look like a bunch of fucking fools, and it shit has to stop. Like, just we need to have some respect for ourselves and just recognize our limitations. And maybe we don't use that little chicane right there, because you know what? We have proven that we can't.
So if you can't, it gets taken away.
Yeah. Like, those who can do. You're not doing it. You can't. Cheers.
Yeah. The lap one makes us look like a fool, and then 20 minutes to reorder something when you're using technology just compounds the foolishness. I'm gonna build upon your white flag with that.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we should wave the checkered.
I guess we should.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.